Good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to all of you. I'm Dr. S.K. Singh, holding a Ph.D., and I'm delighted to have you here today. We're about to begin a very interesting presentation on Ayurvedic versus allopathic manufacturing standards. Today's talk will explore the key differences, standards, and practices in these two systems. Over the next few slides, we'll cover the regulatory frameworks, quality control measures, and what sets each apart. So, let's get started and delve into this fascinating topic together. Ayurveda and modern allopathic medicine are two quite distinct approaches to healthcare. Ayurveda is an ancient, holistic system that emphasizes maintaining balance within the body through natural remedies, lifestyle changes, and herbal formulations. On the other hand, allopathic medicine is rooted in modern scientific research, focusing on diagnosing diseases, providing targeted treatments, and offering rapid relief of symptoms using chemically defined drugs. While Ayurveda aims for long-term wellness and prevention, allopathic medicine is typically designed for quick, precise therapeutic action. Understanding these differences is crucial when we evaluate their roles in today's healthcare and pharmaceutical practices. Now, shifting to manufacturing standards, these are key to ensuring that both systems deliver quality, safety, and efficacy. Both Ayurveda and modern medicine follow good manufacturing practices, or GMP, but the level of strictness can vary. Recognizing these standards helps us appreciate the reliability and safety behind the treatments we use, whether they are natural or scientifically formulated. All of these aspects are important as we explore the broader picture of healthcare systems and their integration in modern medicine. Let's take a closer look at GMP, which stands for Good Manufacturing Practices. These are essential guidelines that ensure the quality and safety of the products we produce. GMP covers several key areas, starting with the facility itself, making sure the environment is suitable for manufacturing and free from contamination. Next, it includes equipment. Everything must be properly maintained and validated to work correctly. Personnel are also a critical part of GMP. Everyone involved needs proper training and adherence to hygiene standards. Documentation is another crucial element. Accurate records help us track and verify every step of the process. When these aspects are carefully managed, GMP helps us maintain consistent product quality, which is fundamental to building trust with our customers and meeting regulatory requirements. So, in essence, GMP creates a comprehensive framework that keeps our manufacturing process reliable and safe from start to finish. Let's start by looking at the differences between allopathic and Ayurvedic approaches. In allopathic medicine, the focus is on highly purified active pharmaceutical ingredients, or APIs. These are carefully manufactured to meet strict specifications and are accompanied by certificates of analysis, ensuring quality and consistency. Raw material control is a key part of this process, which helps maintain the integrity of the final product. On the other hand, Ayurvedic medicines rely on plant-based materials. While this natural approach has its advantages, it also introduces variability. Factors like geography and climate can influence the potency and composition of the herbs used. For example, ashwagandha root's potency can vary depending on where and how it's grown. This variability is an important concept because it highlights one of the key differences in sourcing and standardization between these two systems. Understanding these nuances helps us appreciate the challenges and opportunities in integrating traditional and modern medicine. Let's take a closer look at the manufacturing process. On the Ayurvedic side, traditional methods are still widely used. This includes techniques like decoction and fermentation, which have been passed down through generations. For example, Chyawanprash preparation involves these age-old methods, ensuring the herbal formulations retain their natural properties. On the other hand, the allopathic manufacturing process has shifted towards automation and validation. This means that processes like tablet compression are now carried out under controlled parameters to ensure consistency, quality, and safety. Connecting these points to the overall theme, it's clear that while Ayurvedic methods emphasize traditional craftsmanship, modern allopathic manufacturing focuses on precision and standardization. Both approaches aim to deliver effective and safe products, but they do so using fundamentally different processes. Now, let's take a look at process validation in different medicinal systems. In Ayurveda, traditionally, validation practices have been quite limited, often relying on centuries of empirical knowledge rather than formal validation processes. However, we're seeing a gradual shift as there's increasing adoption of modern validation techniques to ensure consistency and quality. In contrast, allopathic medicine places a much stronger emphasis on validation. It is mandatory to validate processes across several key areas. This includes process validation itself, which ensures that manufacturing procedures consistently produce products meeting quality standards. Then there's cleaning validation, critical for preventing cross-contamination and ensuring safety. Lastly, analytical validation is essential to confirm that testing methods are accurate, reliable, and suitable for their intended purpose. Connecting this to the broader theme, the focus on validation reflects a move toward greater scientific rigor and quality assurance in pharmaceutical manufacturing, regardless of the system. It's about building trust in the medicines we produce and ensuring patient safety through robust validation practices. Let's now move on to slide 7, where we focus on quality control testing. When it comes to Ayurvedic products, the initial evaluation often involves organoleptic assessments, which means checking the taste, color, and odor. These sensory tests help ensure the product's authenticity and quality. Additionally, basic physicochemical tests are performed to analyze factors like pH, moisture content, and other fundamental properties. These are essential to maintain consistency and safety in Ayurvedic formulations. On the other hand, allopathic medicine relies on more advanced analytical techniques. For example, HPLC, or high-performance liquid chromatography, is a powerful method used to identify and quantify individual components in a mixture with high precision. Similarly, gas chromatography, or GC, is used mainly for volatile compounds. And then there's dissolution testing, which measures how quickly and effectively a drug releases its active ingredient in the body. Connecting these points to our overall theme, it's clear that both systems prioritize rigorous testing, but the methods differ based on their complexity and scientific approach. These quality control measures are vital to ensure safety, efficacy, and consistency in both Ayurvedic and allopathic medicines. Let's talk about stability studies. When it comes to Ayurvedic products, these are often based on traditional knowledge, which has been passed down through generations. However, there's usually limited real-time stability data to support them, meaning we might not have as much scientific backing for their shelf life under different conditions. On the other hand, allopathic products follow ICH-guided stability studies, which are standardized and scientifically rigorous. This allows for a clearly defined shelf life supported by concrete data, giving us more confidence in product consistency over time. Moving on to standardization, Ayurvedic formulations often rely on marker-based standardization. This approach focuses on specific markers, but it doesn't always control for all active components, which can vary. In contrast, allopathic medicines involve the exact quantification of the active ingredient, ensuring that each batch maintains consistent potency. This batch-to-batch consistency is crucial for safety and efficacy, especially in modern pharmaceutical practices. So overall, while Ayurvedic products have a rich traditional foundation, allopathic standards bring a more scientific, data-supported approach to stability and standardization, which is essential for ensuring quality and trust in modern healthcare. Let's take a closer look at documentation practices. For Ayurvedic products, the documentation tends to be more basic initially, focusing on essential records. However, with regulatory updates and industry standards evolving, these practices are continuously improving to ensure better compliance and quality control. On the other hand, allopathic or conventional medicine manufacturing involves much more extensive documentation. This includes detailed records like the batch manufacturing record, or BMR, which documents every step of the production process for a specific batch. Similarly, the Batch Packaging Record, BPR, tracks all packaging activities. It's also critical to emphasize that data integrity plays a vital role here, ensuring the accuracy, consistency, and reliability of data across all these records isn't just a best practice, it's a regulatory requirement. Maintaining high standards in documentation helps us ensure product quality, safety, and compliance with industry regulations. Overall, thorough documentation is fundamental across both practices, but the level of detail and rigor differs significantly. This comparison highlights the importance of evolving our practices to meet regulatory demands and uphold product integrity. Let's take a closer look at the role of quality assurance in these traditional and modern systems. Starting with Ayurvedic practices, we see that they are developing QA systems, which indicates an ongoing effort to improve quality control measures. Historically, however, Ayurveda has been less stringent in its quality assurance, often relying on traditional methods that may not meet modern standards. This is an area that is evolving as the industry moves toward more standardized and regulated practices. Switching gears to allopathic medicines, the QA oversight is much stronger. Here, we see a well-established system with rigorous quality checks in place. An important point is the Independent Batch Release Authority, which means that each batch of medicine is individually verified and approved by an independent body before reaching the market. Overall, this slide highlights the contrast between the traditional Ayurvedic approach, which is still developing its QA systems, and the more established, stringent QA processes in allopathic medicine. This comparison underscores the importance of quality assurance in ensuring safety and efficacy across different systems of medicine. Let's take a closer look at safety and contamination control, which is a crucial aspect of both Ayurvedic and allopathic medicine. In Ayurvedic practices, the main risks we need to be aware of include microbial contamination and heavy metals. These are potential issues because Ayurvedic products often involve herbal ingredients that can be contaminated during harvesting or processing. Ensuring safety means we need rigorous testing and quality control to prevent these risks. On the other hand, allopathic medicines are subject to strict limits for impurities and microbial contamination as well. These products are manufactured in controlled environments, such as cleanrooms, to minimize any risk of contamination. The emphasis here is on maintaining high standards of purity and safety through stringent regulations and controlled production settings. Connecting this to our overall theme, whether it's Ayurveda or allopathy, safety and contamination control are fundamental to ensuring that patients receive effective and safe treatments. It's about maintaining quality at every step, from raw materials to finished products. Let's take a moment to summarize the key differences between Ayurvedic and allopathic approaches. On the Ayurvedic side, you'll notice that it embraces natural variability, which means that treatments are often tailored to the individual and can vary based on natural factors. It also relies on traditional processes that have been passed down through generations, emphasizing a holistic and time-tested approach. Additionally, Ayurveda is continually evolving its good manufacturing practices, or GMP, to adapt to modern standards while maintaining its traditional roots. In contrast, allopathic medicine focuses on high precision. Treatments are designed to be very targeted and specific, often involving advanced technology and scientific methods. It places a strong emphasis on strict validation processes to ensure safety and efficacy, which means every step is rigorously tested and documented. Furthermore, allopathic practices are aligned with global regulatory compliance, making sure that they meet international standards for quality and safety. Connecting this to the overall theme, understanding these differences helps us appreciate the unique strengths and challenges of each approach. Whether it's the holistic, adaptable nature of Ayurveda or the precise, standardized methods of allopathic medicine, both play important roles in healthcare today. Let's wrap up with the key takeaways. Both allopathic and Ayurvedic systems share a common goal: ensuring medicines are safe and effective for patients. When it comes to allopathic medicines, you'll notice that good manufacturing practices, or GMP, are highly standardized and strictly regulated. This creates a consistent quality that we can rely on. On the other hand, Ayurvedic manufacturing is making significant progress towards scientific standardization. While historically more traditional, there's now a clear movement toward adopting standardized procedures to improve quality and safety. Importantly, integrating modern GMP principles into Ayurvedic production can really elevate the quality of herbal products. This merging of traditional wisdom with contemporary standards holds great promise for the future of herbal medicines. Overall, the goal remains the same: delivering safe, high-quality medicines, whether through conventional or traditional systems. For further support, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help and ensure you have all the resources you need. Feel free to contact us with any questions or for additional assistance. And with that, I want to thank you all for your time and attention today. Your engagement is truly appreciated. Thank you.